Hey there and welcome back to SnowRunner. We are currently in Amur and we are running with the truck Avenhorn A15. And there's a couple of missions I had though, right? Or at least one mission that I have my eye on. It's called Bottoms Up if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Yep, Bottoms Up. Let's try to actually go over there. I think somebody stole this bridge too, huh? And had a real big fit though by destroying all of it. Yeah, lots of these bridges actually in this region have been sabotaged by locals, isolating themselves. Not a very smart thing to do, by the way, but yeah, they want to sell or use the materials for themselves. So that's kind of interesting. But they have done it so extreme though, that they isolated their own town. Yeah, that is something else though, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Anyways, let's just keep on moving. We should investigate those houses. Maybe we do see some materials there that are way too new or way too rusty or a little bit out of place. It's a small region after all and everybody knows each other, you know. Anyways, let's keep on moving. And another fun fact about Amur. The factories are way too big though for the local population, I would say. Unless everything is incredibly automated, which might be the case. Okay, a little bit further, I believe. We could go down here to the right already, but let's just check the road around here. Alright, so we have to get something from there, like a fuel trailer. I don't think we can cross this, so we're going to stay on this road and see what's up ahead. There's some very pretty rough terrain too, to be fair. Now, I hope though that we don't need anything that we can actually... you know, like stay on the road instead of being slided down. And by that thing I mean, of course, chained tires. We are running the specialized Avenhorn tires right now for the mud. Okay, so that's not steel. So this bridge might actually be decent. Might actually be okay, to be fair. Alright, there we go. And another print screen. Beautiful though, beautiful. Very smooth bridge though, right? You know, a couple of planks. Yeah, it's all you need though sometimes, right? Especially for something that weighs as much as an Avenhorn A15. But that is for another day. A little debate, right? You know, but off we go. There is the trailer. It is capsized right in the middle of the river. Now, I'm very happy that it didn't spring a leak with all the diesel inside, because that would have been absolute trouble though. Massive environmental hazard. Alright, so let's take a look. Yeah, we definitely could have taken that. Alright, so that is good to know though. Let's put the one in the middle here. Alright. Little rock in the way. Just tip over already. Almost went though, almost went. But I did let go too soon. That's actually a perfect position. There we are. Oh, there we go. Now, the position is actually in an extreme horrible way right now, because look at the trees though. It is actually standing in the way, in the long way, right, you know, and that's the issue. It could block our entire movement there. Unless we can... Okay, that one is crushed, the other one is not crushed yet. But as long as he's getting crushed though, everything will be happy. Bottoms up. Sorry, my friend, there will be no fueling today. The fuel tank D we're transporting yesterday flipped over and slid into the river. If you can pull it out and bring it here, we can fuel you up as well. Oh, very, very nice. I'm going to get some of this fuel already. Just in a slight second though. I want my reserves to be fueled up, and of course my truck. Oh boy. There we go. Oh. Can we? Oh no, it has to be a different one. It has to be a different one. Yeah, it has to be... Well, it doesn't say... Okay. We might be... Oh, brakes on, brakes on. We might be doing something silly here. Let's just refuel it first. There we go. Universal compartment. Very lovely, by the way. Let's just do it in this way, though. Let's see if we can actually do it. If not, we are getting a flatbed one around here. And I think the Avenhorn is powerful enough to actually haul that thing, that big cigar, to where we want it to go to. And by the way, let me be a little bit sneaky here, alright? Normally I'm not a sneaky person, but let's just play with the game a little bit. Let's just haul this one up. This is so not me, by the way, right? You know, I like to do things a little bit in a realistic way. But I also like to mess with games sometimes, right? But look at that. It is perfect, though, my friends, isn't it? Oh, I don't like it, though. I don't like it. This is so not me, but we are going to do it. It is a lot of fun, though, I have to admit. Oh, yeah, this is a lot of fun. And I have to say, probably it will be me. If this was a real-life situation, and I have to save money, and it's in a real isolated place, and everybody's depending on that fuel, I definitely will do it. If I have the acceptance on paper or voice, video call, recorded of the owner of that thing, and that he will take care of environmental hazards, then yes, I will definitely do this. That's easily to be gained too, right, you know? Alright, let's just go the slippery slope over here. We cannot steer, sadly, at all. There we go, there we go. Yeah, we were losing momentum there too. Alright, right now we have to go to the left side before we get stuck on the... You know what? On the gird rail. Just that little bit of grip though with my left tires though. That is all we want. Not getting it though, I suppose. Oh, wait a minute. Did we go? Ever so slightly now, didn't we? Yeah, I think we are a little bit screwed though, aren't we? If this doesn't work, we are a little bit screwed. Oh, there you go. Because, yeah, you know, you can follow the rules with everything and you can be as serious as you want to be, but sometimes you just have to be extremely creative with your missions and with life. There are many curveballs being thrown at you in life, and if you are the one that follows the rules non-stop 24/7, you will have a tough time. You will make it though, right, if you're consistent, and I always recommend doing that. But you always have to look between the rules, right? Because right now, this is not forbidden though, huh? To haul it like that in the game, I mean. So, yeah, it's not like a cop is showing up right now and is going to arrest me for delivering this fuel tanker in a different way. But we gotta be creative, you know. We gotta be. Thinking outside the box. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, that is totally destroyed right there, that tunnel. We have to fix that one up. Show task. Actually, start tracking. We have to go to the left side. And how cool is that though, huh? We got our first fuel station here in this region. Oh, nice. Whoa, your help made a huge difference. We would have had to wait for ages for a crane from the neighboring city. Now we can get back to work. Oh, nice. Oh, very, very nice. And it's free fuel. No, I don't think we can do anything over there, but we can always check, right? You know, yeah, it is totally closed up. Aha, so I found a mission here, a heap of work. The road to the lawn site goes through the tunnel. Trouble is, it's been blocked and neglected for many years. We can allocate machinery for clearing, but we will need some materials. Alright, so we do know how to open that one. I'm not really in the mood to do it directly, although it will be fun. I'm more in the mood to actually do all of this right now. Closer to heaven, maybe, or anything else. Right over here. Truck with crane recommended. Yeah, probably. Now, there's something over there that we can pick up too. Consumables 3 times. And we have to deliver it there. And we have a couple of them over here and there, though. Which is not too difficult to read, I would assume. We only do need the Zigzee, it seems. And then we have to deliver it there. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Alright, we have to go here to the left. And it seems to be a nice little wood forest type of experience, though, huh? With wood, yeah, and forest, it's just hand in hand. But what I mean is, though, the hippie way. Let's just go right through this tiny forest with a massive 6-seat truck. Hoppa. Oh, kinda did see that coming, though, that damage. But man, this is smooth riding, though, in the snow. Yeah, I really did think that we will be bogged down here massively. But no, to my surprise, we are doing actually rather decent here. I mean, sure, we are driving one of the extreme trucks, though, but it still can be bogged down. Yeah, I don't think we can go through here, because you know how strong these trees can be, right? You know, with this twigs. Yeah, like that, we cannot really push right through it. Oh, raw dogging it. Come on, big boy. Let's go right over there. Nice. Beautiful. Oh, we can see again. How nice of us, though. How nice. Now we have to go through these 2 smaller trees. Ah, I think I get why or how they want me to actually do this mission. Not why, because people do need to eat, and consumables right in the middle of the frozen hellscape is just a beautiful open door refrigerator, though, but it's not being used, though, by humans, and that's a shame. But yeah, they want me to go probably over the crevasse, though. I'm not 100% sure, but we are going to check that out. I might be wrong. It's a little bit too steep. Yeah. Alright. So what I thought, though, right, is a little natural bridge right in front of us over the crevasse. But it doesn't mean that we have to use it, because we cannot even reach this place then. Come on, big boy. Yep, right below the flatbed it was. There you are. And let's just pack it all up. Well, let's try to find an easier way. Yeah, that is a way easier way already, though. I wish I did use that one. But we made it nonetheless, though, right? You know, we did a good job now, didn't we? Wait a minute. That cargo, yeah. I have to say that the Urska River region is really wrapping up already, though. Sure, we have the factory missions and all, but, you know, we really do good right now. Let's see. 16% already, wow. It's just a massive wow. Yeah, normally I explore all the regions, though, but this feels more natural right now, because we have to open a tunnel with a job. So with that, we have to work our way over there. So it actually feels more natural that we are doing certain jobs, certain tasks here and there first. But before we do anything, yeah, we have to climb right over there. Or maybe on the other side. We will have to find out. But yeah, it feels a little bit weird, though, that we don't scout everything out already. But So far, my boys. So far, we are masters here. And that feels great, though. It feels great. It goes way smoother than I thought. I thought when I arrived here, though, and did see how my Jeep Wrangler was actually, you know, my Rubicon was actually sinking in the mud instantly, though. And as a scout, I could not move. And then later on with the other ones, I couldn't do it either. And how the 4on AE was also struggling here and there. And how much fuel we were actually using. I thought that every mission is going to be a major pain, a major struggle though. But nope. It's actually a major joy. I know how that sounds like, alright. Alright, we better turn around here. Come on, don't do anything strange here by accelerating too quick or hitting a massive low point or bouncing like we just did there. So we will tip over, but nope, everything is beautifully fine. Now there's an issue with the rear. It doesn't want to turn as much as I want it to because of the little dip there. So we are going to force it with the winch. There we go. Got the brake on, of course, you know, we don't want to roll forward uncontrollably. Turn it around. Swing, swing, and whoppa. There you go. Beautiful. Restore the crane, pack the cargo. Oh, and of course, well, unpack and then pack the cargo. Now let's go and plan around here a little bit. So it's in the middle of nowhere. Clearly, like just the rest. And it might be like we do need a smaller truck because that seems to be a dense forest. Now before we do anything, let's just first check it out ourselves. With this truck, if it doesn't work, then... well, guess what though? We have plenty of trucks close by with the garage there. You know what will be funny? If we don't even move up here anymore. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. So which trucks are you actually using in this map? And have you learned a little bit from my mistakes and my wins? Because I had a lot of wins so far now, didn't I? I really think I'm doing well. Let me know what you think about it, right? You know, about this Amur run on Benny's trucks, right? You know, I'm really interested in your opinion here. And do you recommend me to use a different truck if I don't have it yet though? Or anything like that? Just say there will be a surprise or something, I don't know. Or if it's from a different map or anything. Well, there are no trucks here as we do see. Vehicles found 0 out of 0. I still need to get the second out of the 5 upgrades. Because my, oh my, we totally forgot about that, huh? Couple of episodes ago. We did see it. I was even mentioning it though. That's the funny thing about it. Alright. This truck does not want to steer as well as I want to right now. Because of the dip. Again, let's force it. Oh yeah. This thing is not tip heavy though. Don't worry about it. We might actually get stuck around here, but that will be funny. That will be funny, right? Because that's something that never happened to us before, being stuck in a forest. Best way will be actually me turning right here. Yeah, let me try something. Always choose one tree further away if you can, because then the wind is working a little bit harder for you. Now we can definitely reach that. And we can control even how it is approaching us because we can steer the crane. And that's the best thing about this little setup right now though, isn't it? Oh, what a godsend. Now if it just turns around a little bit, that will be nice. So I can lift it up. There we go. Yeah, this crane, man, you know, it needs a little bit of an engineering love. Because this is weak though. We do need better pistons on it. More volume, more strength, better. Well, actually, what also could be the case, they do look old. Maybe the maintenance is not good, right? You know, maybe the fuel in it is not the fuel. I mean, the oil in it is not good enough. Maybe it's an air one, so maybe there's even a leak in it. There's so many possibilities here. Yeah, what I want to do is go nose forward here, so we have to make a very tight turn. Try and hope that it's actually working out for me. No, it's not, because that's the little stick down here to the right bottom though is really messing the turn up. Move forward. Yep, there we go. And now we are going to turn this one right over there with that winch. Yeah, this is the power of winching though. You cannot be underestimated. Winching is so much more than just recovery or, how shall I say, staying on your wheels. You can do so much more with it. And it's so underrated. I mean, we all love the winch though, don't we? Because if something goes wrong, we just lasso it up or get ourselves back on the feet. But to help you with steering, I don't think a lot of people do that though. And if you're one of those, try it out. You will love it, especially in tight spaces. And it's not often that you need to do it though, but if you have to, it's better that you can do, you know. Yeah, we are now wedged between two over here. That's not cool. So what I will do is accelerate, accelerate, accelerate. Just keep winching, keep winching. Yep. Well, the front was doing decent until this little trick over there was doing the hellscape again. So what we can try to do right now is use the entire truck. You know what? You don't have to be stubborn. You can also go like this. Sometimes it's just you, right? Sometimes it's just you as the player that is doing the issue. It is making everything way more difficult. And if you have been a regular, and I hope you have been, right? And if not, you shall become one, I hope. But the thing though is you have seen that I am my worst enemy. It's not my terrain, it's not my trucks, it is me who is making everything way more difficult. But then again, we also learned a lot because of those mistakes, now didn't we? Alright, we do know this little route, but I want to speed it up with a nice little song on the background. And there we go though, huh? They are going to have a massive feast, by the way. And I love to be the deliverer of good news though. Oh yeah, let's deliver. And there we are. And of course the news are the letters on the package. There you go, boys. There you go. Here it'll be safe. And if the owners show up, they will definitely talk to me first. There's no one else around. Here's your reward. Alright, not bad though, not bad. Very nice. Well, the owners are around later on the day. I'm certain about that, though. Supplies for a local. So we have to deliver all of that over there. And And oh, is this all over there? Yeah, it is packed full though of stuff, right? Isn't it? Yeah, it definitely is. I kind of miss one of my favorite trucks though, and I sadly don't have the money to buy it. So we check. Oh yeah, we don't. We do need double the amount. I so want to grab that truck though. Chuka, chuka, chuk, chuk. Off we go though. Look at that. Yeah, everything is already pre-packed, by the way. I'm not sure why. Well, probably he didn't get paid for it though. But I'm not sure why the person that actually has delivered all of this in that location right over there didn't deliver it though. I mean, sure, it is rather treacherous though, right? This terrain over here, this swampy area. And by the way, it's kind of strange. Everything is kind of wet here. After all, it's water. It's not flowing water. And everything is frozen around it. So it doesn't make sense too much. But I do get it a little bit though. It's hazard. Probably didn't get its hazard paid. There's no truck close by. So he just did drive off. And I don't know. Maybe plans did change and he expected him to deliver it. But he fulfilled his side of the contract. And he had a lot of extra work ahead of him though if he went on, right? So yeah, probably something like that did happen. But right now we are the one that is striking gold with this mission though. It's a rather easy mission so far, unless we are going to, guess what, screw it up. Big possibility though, but anyways, off we are. It's going to be a very good haul though. It's going to be a long haul though, I might imagine. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, it is nice and smooth still. Yeah, I do not like these trailers, by the way. They are extremely tip heavy. Look at the tiny tires. It is just digging down to China from here. Although, we are in eastern Russia, meaning it's not so far away. But still at the same time though, huh? It's quite a dig at the same time. So yeah, you know, it's still going to do that. And we gotta be careful though, right? You know, if that one tips, it's a lot of extra work for me. Although, at the same time, we could just grab those two one-slot cargos and put it right on our flatbed. And then we can put the big one on top of that. And then it's easy hauling anyways. So there are plenty of options for you and me in this mission. One of my options is now nice little speed up. Yeah, this part is going to be a little bit tough though. Not for our 6E, but for the trailer potentially. Oh yeah. Oh. Butter smooth. Look at that though, huh? I did not expect that at all. Absolutely fantastic. Wow, okay. Wow, I am absolutely surprised here. Alright, respect. Well, we really took it in the perfect way though, but you know, cannot have that always happening either, right? You know, but we went downhill, so there was more control. There was no fighting against the uphill slopes of the rocks. So everything is just really peachy though, I gotta say, right? By the way, the specialized mud tires of the 6E are one of the best though for trucks in general. They are, well, I would say the Teterins are the absolute best. I would say they are legal cheats. And then this one is just borderline of that though, right? You know, borderline cheat. It's like half as powerful as the Teterins. But it's not as overpowered because of that. So it's way more fair than the Teterin compared to other scouts. And this one is more fair towards other trucks. But at the same time though, it just feels like, yeah, there is no comparison in other words though. Because there really are no comparisons. There we go. All of them complete. Beautiful. And accidentally we did directly accept it. Oh well. Oh well, delivered to the sawmill warehouse. Cargo container all the way from down there. Well, that's just nicely around the corner. But I kind of want to see what this one is all about though, you know what I mean? Let's see. What do we actually have to do for this time trial? I can see you have every reason to be proud. Well, thank you though, huh? And he says that without knowing me, just looking at my face, of course. How about a stress test? There is a small range with 3 summits nearby. If you make it to all 3 on time, you will get a prize. Deal. I kind of like it though, but let's see where we actually have to go. Oh. Gotta be insane though, huh? What is the timer that we have on this? 6 minutes. Well, I don't think so. By the way, let's just destroy this mission. Here we go. And hoppa, there we are again. Yeah, I mean, I do like the mission though, but we do need something else for this though, right? Because wow, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, something that is a little bit quicker than the 6Z, but also just as powerful. So I will wait up with the time trials, and now we are going to get that oversized thing, and we have to deliver that at the sawmill right over there. So let's see. By the way, do we actually have... Oh, this sawmill. Yeah, that is the oversized cargo there. And there, and there, and there we have that. So that is interesting. And this one... Hunter's winter cabin. So, yeah, I kind of wanted to take this one away, right? You know, but it's good that we are close by. We are going to use these and deliver that there. And it's a cabin. Explorer's camp. Wait a minute, we have to... Okay. Cargo container, cabin, and consumables. Oh, we don't need that trailer then now, do we? I don't think we do. It's going to be a very interesting mission though. We have to go that way anyways. Why did I not accept it? There we are. And then we are going to do that in the next mission though. So by that I want to thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful time. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay happy and healthy. And don't forget to subscribe though. And always take real good care of yourself though. Bye bye.